Welcome back, everybody, to the Jake Valentine Show, where we show Jake Valentine playing Magic, apparently in mirror matches.
Yeah, I mean, he's played against a Dinos deck tonight.
Yeah, which is a mirror match because he had Dinos in his deck.
A Dragons deck tonight.
He does not have any dragons, but Doom Whisperer, honorary dragon.
Honorary, it's like the most dragony of the demons.
He is the most dragon-like card that isn't
a dragon.
Niv Mizzet.
Niv Mizzet's an actual dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying Doom Whisperer is more of a dragon than, like, Lathlith.
Yeah, disagree, but okay.
What do you mean?
I mean, that dragon's, she's the brood mother.
Yeah, but she doesn't do anything dragon-like.
She makes other dragons.
All right, well, that's like your opinion, man.
That's like my opinion, man. Anyway, this is a true mirror.
True mirror, Golgari v. Golgari. Bone Dragon is a dragon. You could have fooled me with that one.
He could have had Drake, has chosen to not play any dragons in this deck.
No dragons. So this is interesting because Cody, Jake is the only undefeated, which is why he's still on the stream.
Right.
Cody, not undefeated. Oh, he's playing a different version of Golgari. This one with the Glowspore Shaman.
Glowspore Shaman. So this lets you put the land on top of the library? Okay. Just double checking there.
Getting it going.
All right. So Jake's going to trade off and draw a card.
Card's a heater.
Yeah, Glowspore Shaman's great. You played it in the Commander game last night.
Oh, yeah. It's a solid one. Thrashing Brontodon.
Did you get back your Cabal coffers with that?
No, I used the Molder Hulk to get that back.
Okay. Did my best on that one.
Yeah, you tried, and you failed.
Yep. All right.
You should have just let it go. You shouldn't have blown it up before you did the Great Aurora.
Oh, would have been in your deck at that point. I'm not the best EDH player. My deck is built suboptimally. I'm not used to.
Could be playing the Merfolk Dragonwalker.
Looking at a
Molder there's Hulk a Molder Hulk
on top.
That one puts it right into play. Molder Hulk, of course, a 6/6 dragon whose converted mana cost is reduced by the number of creatures in your graveyard.
Right, and he's going to add one to the graveyard.
And we're bidding it. Swinging with the wingless dragon.
With earning the double block and gets the 2-for-1 on his Necrotic Wound.
He's returned to the wound.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Necrotic Wound is a great card. Always advocate playing Necrotic Wound.
All right, Necrotic Wound advocate, John Douglas.
These Midnight Reapers we've seen do a lot of work for Jake. When he was back here, did he say how many he's running in his main deck?
He did not. I asked him, this is the exact list that a streamer named Wayward Ginger. It was the 31st place deck at Grand Prix Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, which, of course, as we all know,
Algonquin for the good land.
The good land.
It's the only city to have elected 3 socialist mayors. All right.
All right, so we've got an Explorer trigger. We've got a Wild Growth Walker trigger.
All right, let's see if I click on this.
Misplaced Ginger, according to Level 4 Judge.
The Misplaced Ginger. I want to get other versions of it.
So we've got a Nullhide Ferox and a Thrashing Brontodon facing down a Seeker Squire and a Wild Growth Walker. Would you believe me if I told you that the Wild Growth Walker Seeker Squire board position is favored.
Well, how many cards does that player have in hand? 3? 2 of them are basics? Still don't believe you.
It is the case.
Well, I can't find these results off the quickness here.
Just coming across with the Ferox. I think Jake's just going to take the 6 here.
Yep, can't find it. Oh, well. We'll never know how many Midnight Reapers.
We'll never know.
If you can find the complete archive of Grand Prix Milwaukee deck lists, you can know. But I can't find it on my phone right now.
Here's a Vivian Reed.
Vivian Reed, no actual flying dragons to target.
Yeah, there's a bunch of ground dragons. No flyers.
Do you think the Nullhide Ferox is a dragon?
No. It's a beast. Come on. Come on. It takes 3 seconds to read the card.
All right. So if I'm Cody here, I'm attacking with all these bad boys.
So you don't have a good attack with the Thrashing Brontodon. Like, you can just double block and you trade 1 for 1 with the Seeker Squire. If you attack with the Branch Walker, then that just gets
with
eaten
the Wild Growth Walker.
with a Wild Growth Walker. And plus, Jake's representing Cast Down.
He did say that he plays more cast downs than typical because of the number of oddball decks that run around that have Takali Honor Guards in them.
Sure. I think that used to be smart, and now it's dumb. Jake's a dummy now.
Well,
heard it here first. Jake, dummy.
With any luck, he's just going to be so engrossed in Smash Brothers on Friday, we won't have to play against him.
I welcome playing against Jake in draft, let me tell you that.
Oh, yeah?
Or standard, really. I'm fine with either.
Noted.
He's a good guy to play against. He keeps the board clean. Like, everything's very precise.
Okay.
He does a little too much waffling for my taste.
He does move the cards around a lot.
Yeah. What's with this block? Yeah, I don't know why we didn't block the Branch Walker, but...
Yeah, it takes 3 and doesn't kill him.
Like, if you're trying to avoid him getting it back with, like, Fine Finality or something, sure, but... Who knows? Who even knows? Oh, I think it's a Molder Hulk.
Yeah, you just got to run this bad boy out there.
It's a biggin.
This is what we're doing here today.
Hulkin.
Casting dragons.
Big ol' 6/6 dragon. Gets a land back. There you go. Gets a land back, 6/6 dragon. Only going to cost him 4.
Maybe he was considering activating the Memorial to Folly before he played that so he could get some value town?
Yeah. I was more concerned about Jake's choice of blocking there. Like, I don't know why he didn't block the Wild Growth, or not the Burnfolk Branch Walker.
Yeah, concur.
Doom Whisperer on top. You got dragons on the top. Chupacabra's in play.
Choop's going to get the Molder Hulk. And so now he's going to get to run the Memorial to Folly into the Molder Hulk into...
Yeah, into some Valley Town. Oh, we're swinging. Whoo, boy.
Jake's decided the corner must be turned.
Very interesting, considering he still doesn't have good blocks. But I guess he's kind of resigned himself that he's just going to plus the Vivian. So plussing the Vivian from 1 is about the same as plussing the Vivian from 4.
Yeah, and I don't know. So sometimes you pivot into making the whole game about attacking the Planeswalker. And I don't know that I'd necessarily want to do that here. Like, Vivian costs, what's it, 7? Or 8
Vivian?
to get her ultimate?
Yeah, but ultimate doesn't matter. There's a +1 draw card here.
Sure. All right. The trades.
Are we at the point where Mulder Hulk costs 1 now? Or 2, rather?
That'd be the best.
Because then he could
1, 2,
pop
3,
this and
4,
get
6,
it.
7. It costs 3 if he goes and gets it. All right. There's a Chupacabra getting the Wild Growth Walker down.
Yeah. Solid. We know there's a Doom Whisperer on top. And keep this Branch Walker. And here comes the Doom Whisperer, question mark.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the rain.
Here comes the dragon.
Here comes Jake's going to rearrange the board in as many possible configurations as he can come up with.
That's true.
He's
Another Vivian on top. Looks like we're going to leave it there.
okay.
That might take some pressure off of the Vivian on the board.
All right, so Jake's going to consider his next spell by rearranging his land 7 more times. Midnight Reaper plays his land for the turn.
How many cards in Jake's hand? Is there just 1?
All right, so now you can ignore the Vivian because he's just going to replace it, and there's very little value in just making him spend 5 mana.
Yeah, but it's like if he has to do that,
And
then he can't do the. He can't play Doom Whisperer.
Another Ferox.
Ferox. Here's a Vivian. We're gonna plus it. Get this land. Play this Doom Whisperer, I'm assuming. Hey, there it is.
Sure.
And now we can protect this house.
All right. What else you got?
So, Vivian doesn't have a lot of targets in Cody's deck for the minus ability, like the destroy
Right.
an artifact, enchantment, or
Yes.
flying creature.
Correct.
So I thought it was like a little more hit or miss. But, I mean, being able to just plus it
Yep.
and search for a card basically in the top 5
Yep.
never really misses.
Nope. It's always a fact.
Mono hits.
Always a hit.
Mono hits.
Tons of hits.
Mono hits.
All right. We're going to
Crawl Harpooner.
Crawl Harpooner to take down
A Doom Whisperer.
a Doom Whisperer.
Jake paying 2 life. He's going to pay 2 more. I think so. We've got a nice, healthy life lead there. All right.
All right. He decides 14's enough. And Cody coming in.
All right. So we don't have good blocks, is the bad news.
All right, there's some blocks.
I think I would rather kill 1 Nullhide Ferox in lieu of keeping my Vivian around, but maybe that's just me. So it's like is the Vivian worth a creature, more than a creature and a Ferox? I don't think so.
Right.
A Vivian activation at that.
Where's the thing?
Finds the Chupacabra.
So we've seen Vivian activations of like for the last 4 turns,
Yeah.
and Jake is still not ahead in the game necessarily.
Oh, he's ahead of the game. Trust me. Trust me.
All right, well, here he's going to gain 12 life. So that's a thing.
So that happened. Gaining 12. These wild growth walkers are now huge.
It's a huge bitch.
And we get some explore triggers. I'm going to land and I'll land. And so we can play this Chupacabra now.
Chupacabra, the Brontodon.
Bronta down. And swinging with the Midnight Reaper.
You got to get that damage in.
Caution to the wind. Here we go.
Oh, yeah? To the wind.
To the window.
To the wall. What a horrible song. Can we talk about that song?
That song is amazing.
Okay.
Cody not attacking. Wow. Keep this Jade Light. We're just going to go on the gain train here.
Yeah, Jake's going to... I think he understands this matchup as being a matchup where you just have to outboard them. Like, you go as big and as wide as you possibly can.
Yeah.
All right, so now his Wild Growth Walkers are big enough that they can take down a Nullhide Ferox.
On their own.
On their own, each one. So he can attack with them. There you go.
Absurd.
Get in there, Jacob.
Cody knows there's a Carnage Tyrant on top. Little does he know that there's a Carnage Tyrant in hand as well.
Yeah, all right. So one Wild Growth Walker for one Ferox, please. Thank you. I will make that trade. Take 6. Here's a Carnage Tyrant. Play Carnage Tyrant, Jake.
Oh, no, he's got to lose life and draw a Carnage Tyrant and then play Carnage Tyrant.
All
right, scoops it up. Yeah, that. So there we saw the power of multiple Vivian activations.
The Lady Miss Reed coming in big there for Jake. I know he's playing a version with multiple copies of that card we saw in the one game he had against.
Hold on, we got a question in chat here.
Oh, good.
Hey, what are your favorite decks and or colors?
In standard or
XD.
in
No, I'm
general?
taking that, period.
All right, level 99 Assassin? Woo!
Asian. Wow.
Oh, Asian. It's one letter off.
How many letters do you think are in the word assassin?
I goofed, you're right. I guess I didn't think there was levels to being Asian. I just read the word assassin.
There are levels and everything. But anyway, what's your favorite deck of all time?
My favorite deck of all time?
All time everything.
Affinity. If you're going to talk about which version, the standard version pre any
Skull
bands.
Clamp? Oh, pre any bands.
Pre any bands. So with Skull Clamp and the whole bit, loved that deck.
Okay.
It was the first time I played. I had the best deck in the format, and I was like playing an actually absurd deck.
Yeah.
Like I hadn't played any actually decks that I was just like, yeah, this is completely unfair.
My favorite deck from a similar era, actually, was the Eternal Witness Astral Slide list.
That deck was awesome.
Yes, that's my favorite deck. As far as colors go, that deck is green-white. White is my least favorite color by far.
Okay.
I'd say black is probably my most favorite color, followed by green.
Okay. I would say...
Don't even think about this.
I know. Like, red's my favorite color, but I don't want to be that guy.
You're that guy.
Red's my favorite color, followed closely by green or white. Like, I love a good... Back in the day where, like... you remember the deck My Fires?
My Fires. I didn't know the deck by that name.
There was the Mike Flores Fires of Yavimaya deck.
Yeah.
That finished with Saproling Burst.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I loved that deck. It was a nice aggro deck. I loved the red green aggro decks that had was the card from M11, the boar.
The boor.
It was a 2/2, but it got +1/+1 if you had a mountain, and you could pay a red to give it haste.
Oh, Flint Hoof boar.
Flint hoof boar. Like that red green deck I really enjoyed. So like I love those like super curved out, beat 'em up red green
Oh,
decks.
you got a kindred spirit in chat here.
I'll be that guy, red. All right, wait, red. Burn, baby, burn. GG2EZ XD.
There you go.
I don't love. So I have played the burn deck in modern before, like very similar lists to the ones that are popular today.
Yeah.
And I don't really like them that much.
Yeah.
Like I'm more of like a attacking style red deck.
Okay. Yeah, so I played red last season.
That was a great red deck. That was a really fun red deck.
And then I played there was a red deck that ran your favorite Flint Hoof boar.
Yes.
Alongside like Hell Rider.
Oh, and Burning Tree Shaman, or not Burning Tree Shaman.
Emissary.
Burning Tree Emissary.
Yeah. So I ran that deck for a while too.
Yeah, that deck was sweet.
I think I won one IQ and I top aided a second IQ with it.
I loved also in the red deck world. I love red white decks. Like I love a good in
See,
draft.
now you lost me.
In draft,
I'm completely lost now.
There was a deck in Avacyn.
Yeah.
It featured Rally the Peasants.
Yeah, you got to rally them out.
That deck was super fun.
So I got good news for you.
Yeah.
This Ultimate Masters.
It has Rally the Peasants.
It has
a red-white heroic deck.
Yeah, and that seems really good.
Yes. Hoping to enjoy that.
Detection Tower off the top for Cody. It's a nice way to combat a Carnage Tyrant.
Oh, trades the Branchwalker off for the
Llanowar Elf.
Llanowar Elf. Interesting.
Yeah, if my opponent's attacking with a Llanowar Elf, I don't know if I'm super stoked about making that trade, but
yeah, in my opinion, it's one of those situations where you gotta have the read. Here's a
Midnight Reaper.
Midnight Reaper of his own.
Yeah, I think Jake understands that the texture of this game can revolve around this Midnight Reaper, and that's not someplace he wants to be.
Yeah.
So he's going to be looking to get rid of this Midnight Reaper quickly.
Very textured game.
Texture. We're going to leave Scavenger on top.
Come in for 2.
Yeah, I don't see Jake as willing to trade for this Midnight Reaper here.
Yeah, so I'm philosophically opposed to Ultimate Masters, but we're gonna
philosophically opposed.
I don't think it's good for the game. I don't think its existence is good for the game.
Just Masters in general, or Ultimate Masters?
So the first couple Masters I was good with, and then like they got more and more absurd, like Iconic and Eternal Masters. It's the over the top. This is our last Master set. Like I don't think they ever should have completely done the Master set to the point where...
Oh, be still my beating heart.
Do you love it?
Oh, I love a Citrus Supplier. Sorry to interrupt. I had an outburst there.
I don't think they should ever be done printing Master sets. They should use them so judiciously and sparingly.
Yeah, I don't think they're done. They're just done for now.
Yeah, but I feel like we've been inundated instead of it being treated nicely,
Yeah, I agree.
And so, like, I'm just opposed to this one because it's you know, they're obviously going out of their way to like put a ton of value in it and just sell, 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 sell. And I wish I wish this game that I loved was used as a treated like a lady and not like a hooer.
Well then,
I'm sorry. It's the only analogy I could come up with, and it's crass, but
all right.
double nullhide Ferox this game again.
Yeah, cards. I think Ultimate Masters is great. There's some sweet cards in there. It looks insane for limited. Like, very, very good. I'm very happy with the limited format that it will create. Disappointed that I won't be able to draft it as much as I want to because of the cost, but
right.
And availability. Probably more availability than cost, I guess.
Listen, I'm down with other people enjoying it, and I hope they do. But
I think you're taking your displeasure at the things like Iconic Masters and Masters 25. Those were both bad because they came like one right after the other. And because they were doing it, they had to water both of them down.
Yeah, and now this is just a final cash grab at it.
Yeah, so I think if they skip those two, then Ultimate Masters is sweet.
I think if we had a Masters once every 2 to 3 years,
yeah,
Ultimate Masters is sweet.
Yeah, that's what it would be.
Okay. But yeah, the fact that they're just like printing them and printing them and printing them. Vraska's Contempt on the Midnight Reaper, that's interesting.
Well, we don't want them drawing cards. We've established
Right.
that this is a grind fest.
Yeah, Cody's the aggro, though. The onus is on him to get this game done.
Get her done. I want to tack in and eat. Is that a Molder Hulk?
Oh, do they have a Molder Hulk in the graveyard?
Oh, no, it's a Fine Broker. Get that Fine Broker out.
Yep. So Stitcher Supplier blocking here for sure. That guy, you just want him in the bin, right?
Yeah, I think you want to do that. Then just block there, take 3. That's fine. And then we get a chump on the 2, 3. Glowspore Shaman. There's an engine. Glowspore Shaman, Memorial to Folly.
Yeah. Fill it up.
Fill it up.
Yeah, Cody does have a nice set of engines in this deck. He's got Memorial to Folly, Molder Hulk.
So if I'm playing both Glowspore Shaman and Stitcher Supplier, I want to be playing the Menagerie version of this deck.
Oh, sure.
Which was nice. It's not as good because it's a little all-in on Menagerie, but still very good.
Jake takes 6.
Cody content to race here, which is surprising. I guess Jake doesn't have like a card advantage engine.
Oh, is Cody looking at a Fine Broker? His hand? You can't just pass. Okay, you had to do something there. Like if you're the racer, if you're the aggressor, you just have to keep committing.
It might be like an Assassin's Trophy or something. If it was, I'd imagine he'd attack. Or he'd do it on the Branch Walker before the attack.
It's a Chupacabra back, not the...
Yeah, Chupacabra's good here. It is a fine broker in hand.
Okay. Here's the Choops. Got to spend 2 black there. It's hard.
It ain't easy.
It ain't easy.
And now...
Here come the Ferrex.
Here come the Ferrex. I think we have to take the 12. We need to start trying to set up a block where we can kill these things now. Now that the Wild Growth Walker's gone.
Yep. We don't have infinite time.
A Vraska's Contempt will kill a Ferox.
Yeah, it costs us 6, but...
Hey, what else are we spending this man on? And I don't think we can swing in here.
No, Jake would love it. He gets to trade off this Chupacabra, and he's got a Glowspore in hand. Or not the Glowspore, the Feinberger in hand. Cody would find that Peachy Keen. He's being wise here, making sure he understands what lands are available to Mr. Centers. Here's the...
Oh, wow.
Rescue attempt on the...
All right. We're going to take Cody down to 1.
Jake is the racer.
Jake has decided that this is the aggressive route he wants to take. So Cody's going to be able to play a Fine Broker into probably a Glowspore Shaman.
Yep, getting back one of these.
So he gets to set up 2 blockers here. Oh, it's an Azoni.
Oh, geez, does he get all the tokens? Wow.
All these tokens. Yeah, and Jake will scoop it up. Man, that was a tight one. That came right down to it.
Yeah, that was great. Azoni. That's one that'll trick you at the back of the pack because you're like, oh, just Feinberger? Nope, it's Azoni. Windmill that bad boy.
It's an Azoni. Yeah, Azoni's sweet.
Yeah. Opened a pack with Azoni, foil Azoni. Took the foil past the other one. Promptly got cut off.
Well, yeah.
No way I could lap that bad boy.
Realistically, if it's like pack 2 and nobody else is in those colors, then it should wheel, but
right.
Doesn't work at casual drafts usually. Ferox pretty meh. Yeah, it's not
phenomenal. So it's undercosted for its size.
Mm-hmm.
It is really hard to deal with.
It's really hard to attack through.
It's hard to attack through. It's hard to remove. It's just a deck building constraint.
Yeah,
is what the card is, and the way Cody's deck is constructed, where it's literally lands and dudes.
Lands and dudes.
He doesn't care. The only non-land card we've seen is Necrotic Wound, right?
The Wound.
Am I right? Did I read that correctly?
You are right.
All right.
It is the Wound.
I didn't know if you have another card that I didn't notice. So you play Menagerie if you're going to play this deck, right?
Yeah, if I have Stitcher Suppliers and Llanowar Elves, like that is the downside of playing Menageries. You're kind of locked into 8/1 drops to get the full value out of it.
Okay.
But if I'm already there, the Menagerie is just gravy.
Sure.
Wonder what Cody's bringing out.
Tested a bunch on Arena. Man, this guy must be an Arena baller if he's just railing off 4 mythics to test.
Yeah, here's some Ferox. Let's try it out. See how it goes.
He does have good taste in beverages though, gin and tonic. I like it.
Good to know. Cody with the 8-stack pile shuffle. Really going all in here.
Yeah, we've had one each game, so
Yeah.
that must be just his thing. Has the person on the play won both these games? Did Jake break serve, or was he on the play game one?
I don't know.
Wouldn't surprise me if that was subtly a huge thing. Like, the games go so long, but I think being able to attack first or sequence your stuff a little differently because you're on the play.
Yeah, I don't think
Helps
that's a
you.
thing in this matchup, but it could be. Maybe if they were on like the exact 75.
Sure.
But despite being both Golgari and both mid-range decks, their decks are surprisingly different.
Yeah, it looks like Cody's got a good one here.
Jake going back. Back to the well. King Hellcat with 10 standard boxes. So he has all the standard cards he could want.
You bought 10 standard boxes with the store credit?
No, he won the Dallas SCG Classic and got 10 standard boxes.
Oh, I thought they just gave out store credit.
Well, they give out prize wall tickets, which you can turn into store credit, or you can turn it into
10 standard boxes.
10 standard boxes. It's pretty sweet. Good luck at the Invitational.
I've never played an invitational.
Really?
I feel like, there was a time there when it was some pretty low-hanging fruit, and I just never got there.
It's like, you know what? I'm good. Yeah, I played in one back when it was Standard and Legacy.
Oh, God. That sounds awful.
It was not great. That was back when the best Legacy deck was Storm. I was playing Jund with a full set of Thoughtseizes and Hymn to Torox.
Right. Didn't get there.
No. I had a game against BBD where I go turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 him, and he just goes off the next turn anyway. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Well,
I guess that's the thing.
that's how that goes.
He was playing Storm.
Yeah, such a tough tournament. Being blended the way it is. Here's a Stitcher supplier.
Yeah. What do you guys do to trick out your favorite decks? Do you like foreign cards or foils or what? I despise foil cards. Despise them. With a passion.
Yeah, you'll tell anybody that listens.
Yeah. If I'm trying to borrow a card for a tournament, I would rather just not play in the tournament than play a foil version of a card. Like, that's happened multiple times.
That's pretty intense.
It's pretty intense. It's at that point, it's more a matter of principle than anything.
Sure.
I'm a very principled person.
Sure. I'm all about them basics.
Sure. Yeah.
I love a good basic.
You love promos.
So I don't actually play a ton of promos in my decks.
Oh, really?
Like, there's promos that I could be playing right now. Back when they had the non-foil
Yes.
promos, I played the hell out of those.
Can we talk about non-foil lightning bolts for this?
Are those not foil?
They come in foil and not foil.
Oh, man.
Yeah, talk about hitting that one out of the park.
Yeah.
That was great.
Thank you,
call.
Wizards.
Unglued lands are sweet.
Yeah, right now I'm playing the unstable lands in my standard deck. I used to do, like, for my commons and stuff, I used to do play sets of, like, Korean or something like that. Like there was a time where all my affinity stuff was Korean.
Okay.
I have since switched over to having to trying to get the original printing of every card. So like I played Antiquities Ornithopters
Sure.
in my Modern Affinity deck.
Yeah, I was trying to do that with my cube, and I don't really want to spend like $300 on a bolt, so we're making a couple exceptions.
Oh sure, yeah, that Beta Bolt.
Alpha bolt.
Oh, Alpha, sure.
All your decks are unstable only. Oh, I assume you're talking about the lands. Yeah, so I don't.
Yeah, listen, if you have them, good job.
Yeah, pimp it out. So I don't like playing full art lands because they started like overprinting them. You know, everybody's playing full art lands.
Yeah.
So I just picked out like some of my favorite basics and run those.
Yeah, I think that was a fun project for you. You kind of reviewed
Yeah,
the different types of basics you could get.
I found like one planes that I liked in the history of Magic.
Right.
Yeah, beta lands. I play. So if I'm playing a deck in like Modern where I have 3 to 4 basics, they're all going to be beta. I've actually got 4 alpha swamps and 2 alpha forests.
Interesting.
From when I was playing a Modern deck with those as the basics.
Yeah, that's one of those things in Magic Finance where it was like, okay, those are like $3, $4 if they're in really great condition.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they're 20.
Yeah.
You're like,
It's
all right,
crazy.
well, whatever. So this is interesting. I mean, I think we're seeing in games 2 and 3 here how intense Vivian Reed is for this matchup.
Yeah, Vivian's big. It's not just Vivian, it's any engine. And if you look at the cards in Cody's hand versus the card in Jake's,
Yeah.
you see that like even these small engines where you're just like Memorial to Falling Back, a Fine Broker, like all of that matters. Cody's actually got a nice engine in Eldest Reborn and Fine Broker.
Sure. Okay. This is the trump card.
Yeah, the art on the APAC lands is nice. Well, some of them.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a guy in Cincinnati, his name's Bill Caminos, who plays a lot of the APAC lands, and he has a pretty substantial collection of them.
Yeah.
But they're really getting into nosebleed territory, too, or $20, $25 a piece, or it's insane. I can't with that.
Cannot.
Like, a Magic card reaches a price for me where I become uncomfortable, like, owning it.
Yeah, I'm not on that level, but sure.
Like, my Mox Opals, I was like, okay. Like, I was working on a business project, and I was like, okay, I could either have, like, $320 or these Mox Opals.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, all right, that's how we're going to do it. I got to sell these off because it's not worth it to me.
Cody's setting up this Eldest Reborn hopefully next turn. He's hoping Jake doesn't have any creatures here.
Yeah. That's a nice hope.
Well, one of the cards in Jake's hand is a Vraska's Contempt.
See, I would have blocked here.
Yeah.
To bait and that way Jake will assuredly not have a creature.
Yeah, but you want to keep that Ferox around. Let's see if Jake takes the Fine Broker here. Taking the Branch Walker. So he identified the Memorial to Folly to recast the Branch Walker line. I guess he's got a couple turns if he's going to try to get under this Eldest Reborn. Still attack with the Death Gorge.
All right, what else you got? It's interesting.
Another Ferox. I think I saw a Midnight Reaper in there. He's fucking around pretty fast, though. Here's another Ferox. Yeah, Jake, happy to take 2.
All right.
All right, so if I'm Jake, I'm attacking with both creatures here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can eat a creature out of his yard still. But if he doesn't double block with a Ferox, then you just win. Or he doesn't double block a Ferox, yeah. So you get to kill it, and then the trample damage will get over there.
Right.
So this baits him into blocking incorrectly.
Yep. Let's see what we can do about it.
Jake might be trying to play around cast down, but I don't think that's something you really play
No,
around
it doesn't
here.
matter because the Ferox doesn't let him cast non-creature spells.
Oh, sure. All right, so we're eating a wound.
Yep. Got him.
And there you go. You got him.
Gain 2 life, 7 tramples. That's all she wrote, Cody. You should have blocked that Carnage Tyrant the first time.
Yeah, I think correctly identifying that you were advantaged the longer the game goes because of the amount of cards you have in hand was more important than trying to keep that Ferox around.
Sure.
So it was an interesting game.
Before you guys go, make sure you're following, make sure you're subscribing.
Do all those things.
Earn these points, and then you can enjoy our giveaway. Cheer the bits.
Cheer your bits off.
And then you can get
Box topper
raffle
next
tickets
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Adios. Join us tomorrow and Friday and Tuesday.